Okay, welcome back everyone to another amazing AMA here at Gollum's Gems. We are continuing our streak of awesome projects in the building by welcoming the team of PULI Token to chat about their really cool looking ecosystem in the making. Before we do, I did want to announce a few massive opportunities on today's AMA. $1,000 in BNB up for grabs in the giveaway, with 3 lucky random listeners walking away with $250 in BNB each. And the best question taking home $250 in BNB as a prize. These giveaways are amazing, but it's hard to beat a 5 BNB biggest buy competition that is live right now until 11:30 p.m. UTC, with the biggest buy taking home 3 BNBs. In second place, 1.5 BNB. Third place, 0.5 BNB. You must hold it for 24 hours to be eligible. And if you're new to the channel and want to qualify for the giveaways that we do on here, just make sure you're a member of both at Gollum's Gyms and at Gollum's Gambles. And since we have so many opportunities on today's show, go ahead and get a head start by joining our guests on today's show. Join their Telegram at PULI_NU. You can also find a direct link to it right in the Gollum's Gyms channel. All right, guys, we have the PULI team in the building, Mr. Lightspeed and G Man. Let's welcome them on. Let's see here. Mr. Lightspeed, I see you right there. G Man, I got you.
Hey guys, how are you?
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Is just going to be you guys coming on today?
It'll be me and G Man. We've got a couple other staff members in support. Zimster's available if needed, I think. And let's see who else we got.
Well, if anybody needs their hand raised, you want to get anybody to talk, just have them raise their hand. I'll unmute them right away. Just let me know. But I appreciate you guys jumping on with us today.
Yeah, no problem at all. Hi, everybody. Going to put myself on camera. I always do.
I love it, man. I love it. I noticed that you guys had done that for your community as well. I thought that was amazing when I was looking through the notes. A lot of transparency, definitely a professional feel behind the project. You guys are KYC'd, Certik audited alongside a few other audits, with a massive community on all your socials that you built, your Telegram. Everything that you guys have done has been very much so community, with the community support that you guys have built. So established team, current utility in the P2E mobile gaming side, along with some staking, some MMORPG games, and some future NFTs coming soon. Really excited. You guys have a ton going on in your ecosystem right now. So I'm sure we're going to have no problem filling this time up with things to talk about. But I guess, do you guys want to take us off? Give us a high-level overview of the project from your guys' point of view, and maybe tell us a little bit about the team.
Yeah, sure. I'll start off by kicking it off that PULI, formerly known as PULI, but now known as PULI. I think our mascot is easily seen on our pages and on our webpage. Is a play to earn setup that we have. The token is intended to fund the gaming development that we do. We presently have on iOS and on Android testing underway for one of our mobile games. And in addition, we also have a role-playing game coming out later on in the late summer, early fall timeframe, I'm thinking. As for myself, my name is Chris Johnson. I'm the Chief Executive Officer. I'm accompanied by John Gibb, G Man. He goes by G Man.
Hey guys, how you all doing?
Yep.
Hope you're all well. Hope you're all excited for tonight. We're going to show you some cool stuff. Things that you won't ever see other BSC tokens reveal, and we're going to show you some of our stuff. So I'm actually going to take you on one of my accounts as well and show you the guys that wear the real deal. But I'll let Chris talk on for now, and we'll get at that good stuff.
Yeah.
G-Man, you got me pumped up, man. All right, I'm in.
Yeah, I'm a retired Air Force officer. I retired in 2015 after 27 years service. I'm the owner of Lightspeed Crypto Services, so that's how we were able to do business with companies like SafeMoon and our centralized exchanges. So besides the audits, we also have the company that supports what we do. And that company has also gone through its own various KYCs and everything in order to allow us to do our work on mobile.
Sorry, the mute button is a little finicky on here, so sometimes it just auto mutes me. But it's awesome what you guys have built so far, and I'm really excited to get into the utility aspect. So in terms of some real quick basics about the project, guys, 10% buy and sell on there. Again, we are running that biggest buy competition, so make sure you stay tuned. Talk to us a little bit about you guys went pretty quick with the staking. going live through RBX. Is that right currently?
That's right. It's live. It's funded in a way for it to last a very long time. Our staking platform, it has no locks on it. People are free to come and go as they please. That's our philosophy on things. But remarkably, 27% of our circulation supply is everybody in our staking pool. It's just been a hit. It's allowed us to hold amazing solid floors. This was one of our first accomplishments out the door. I think within a week to a week and a half, we had our staking platform up and going, and people were staking in for the long haul. And you can also employ the power of compound interest. There's a compound button. It'll roll in your earnings right back into the staking pool for you and continue to compound and earn even more. So it's been a great way to weather the ups and downs on the chart.
Yeah, 100%. It kind of solidifies that floor for you. And everybody knows that, when you're staking, you're making money while you sleep. It's kind of that mailbox money mentality. So awesome stuff there, guys. And yeah, most definitely. And since we are on the subject, because I know that was through RBX, that kind of opens the gateway for other partnerships that you guys have created, which you, based on what I've seen, have been pretty aggressive in starting. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what partnerships are formed right now, and then where you guys are looking to go afterwards once everything just rolls out live?
Sure. If someone would like to drop into our own channel, the picture, we have a tremendous number of partnerships. I would say our biggest partnership is SafeMoon. And the reason why is that to be listed on the SafeMoonSwap, you have to be a fully vetted token. You have to have a company. You have to be audited. You have to make a presentation to the company to why your token is good for their community. But also, we are whitelisted on a variety of other sites, such as the 1inch DEX. You don't even need to copy and paste our address into it. All you got to do is type PULI. We come right on up for trading. We are on Trust Wallet as well. So we're able to get listed on Trust Wallet. So people who wish to find PULI can easily do that on that wallet. As we're listed, we're also listed on Bogged Finance. We're listed on Flooz. They whitelisted us as well and done a look on us. We're also listed on quite a variety of other sites. So that's why I want to get the graphic up. The amount of partnerships we have is actually very long, and a lot of them. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah.
No. I happened to make a note of that myself. It looked like you guys were very aggressive, and when you're, it's one thing to go with an approach of getting certain marketing initiatives. It's another thing to bring in a whole other community. And it looks like that's kind of what you guys are doing with those partnerships. I thought the SafeMoon play was really strategic, and it was different, right? Because like you said, they don't often they don't often co-sign projects without a lot of vetting. So I love to see that. I love to see the aggression on that front. Let's dive into it, guys, because I want to hear about a lot of the stuff you have coming up. NFTs are a main focal point when you go to the website. Talk to me a little bit about the plan for the NFTs and how they're going to tie into your current utility.
Go ahead, G Man, because G Man is all about NFTs, and I'm not going to steal his thunder. He loves to talk about the NFT project, and he's been running the point on this one.
So we've got a huge plan with the NFTs, and I know we don't have too long tonight, so I'm going to start with what's coming right away, rather than talking about what's coming in a month and 2 months. So right away, within 7 days, we're launching our mobile app. That's on the Google Play and iOS Apple Store. That's all been tested, and we're ready to launch that app. So what we're going to do is we've got a sweepstake launching tomorrow. So basically, there'll be a chance for everybody to get whitelisted for an NFT. Now, if you hold an NFT, what this means is you'll get access to the top play-to-earn functions on the mobile app. So generally, when we launch the mobile app, people will be able to download the apps. You can get access to them on your mobile phones and play, but you'll only be able to earn a very minimal amount for obvious reasons. And also there's ads served. And the reason why we have ads on the apps is because that brings funds back into the ecosystem. However, for everybody who has an NFT and $100 worth of PULI tokens, you'll get the ability to earn from the PULI mobile runner game, which is phenomenal because the earnings can add up and snowball over time. But we set this in a very strategic way with the ads so that the free users can still see the game and they'll get addictive and they'll love it. And the ads are being served there. So when we market the mobile apps, because we've got our own agency, guys. We run our own Facebook marketing and Instagram marketing agency. So when we dedicate ads to these mobile apps and we bring in free users just to play the game, we're going to be earning in funds back into the ecosystem. However, with people who like the game and they want to upgrade and want to get earnings, who doesn't like free money, just for playing the game? That's when it gets interesting, because it gives immediate use case to the NFTs. So that's why we've done that in a strategic way. We're also developing another game, which is much bigger than PULI Degens Mobile. That's called PULI Degens. PULI Degens. Chris is going to tell me off. Yeah, Degens. I got it right, buddy, didn't I? Degens, yeah. We've got different accents. So I'm British, obviously American, so we sometimes pronounce things differently. But PULI Degens. And this is like, Final Fantasy, guys. Many listeners here probably know what this is. Final Fantasy's used. It's like a Final Fantasy game, nostalgic game, pixel art, built with passion, dedication. That's going to launch a few months down the road. So by having the PULI NFT, you'll also get massive benefits in the PULI Degen universe. And I could go on and on and on, but that's what we're doing in the short term. The mobile game is launching within 7 days. The reveal is on tonight that we have a sweepstake launching tomorrow. Everybody will get the chance to get whitelisted for the public mint. What's going to happen within the next, I would say, around 7 to 14 days. We're going to set that date for sure of the live mint tonight, but the sweepstakes is going to launch tomorrow, guys. So there's a chance to get whitelisted, and you don't want to miss out, because the NFTs are going to act as the core of the entire ecosystem. So am I okay just to share my screen? Is that all right, guys?
Please do. Yeah, please do.
Just share the screen.
Good footage here we like to play.
Let's go on here, share the screen. I hope this comes up. Let me know when you can see the screen, guys.
Yeah, looking good. We can see it.
All right, so a lot of people on BSC, on the Binance Smart Chain, right, just talk a good game. They say they're going to do this, they're going to do that. But a lot of people have got no business acumen. They're not proven and haven't done what they want to do. So I'm going to go into one of our marketing accounts, guys. This is a platform called JV Zoo, and I'm going to show you. Me and my partner, Momia, and Mo's on board with this project as well. He's our JV manager. He's actually in Dubai right now, making connections. He was at the crypto event in Dubai. He's making connections now that are going to come on board down the road to help us in a bigger way with this project. But just to show you guys, this is just one of our accounts, and Momia and I have several of accounts like this. On this particular account, you can see here we sent over 2 million visitors, did over 52,000 sales, and generated $3 million on just this particular account. And that's just one of our accounts. And I'm not going to show you all of the accounts for obvious reasons, for privacy reasons. But I'm doing this to set the authority. So when it comes to marketing, we know how to market products. We know how to get investors on board. We know how to get visitors to take action, because that's what we already specialize in on the internet marketing side. So over the last few years, I've been getting educated with the blockchains and cryptocurrency. So now we can merge internet marketing done in a strategic way with cryptocurrency, and we can quickly start setting ourselves apart from all of the other tokens on the Binance Smart Chain that don't really know how to market properly in a strategic way. So, for example, I'm going to show you my Telegram. We're about to set up a campaign to market this particular NFT mint that we're going to do. So I'll just show you this, just to show you that we're not just talking nonsense.
Yeah, big marketing campaign.
We have an agency here. This is my core lead. He's called Rash Vin, in full transparency, and we're already in the process of setting up the campaign for Facebook ads and Insta ads for this particular NFT mint. And then I'll show you one more. This one, we've onboarded an agency who specializes in BSC as well, Flexi, and they're about to set up ads with 4chan. And this is just a snippet of what we're going to do here. If you go on our roadmap on our website, guys, you can see that when it comes to marketing and getting exposure, we're some of the biggest names in the UK. But Mo and I work behind the scenes now, and we've launched people like Paul Ponner, Luke Maguire, Alex Becker. I personally launched Alex Becker. Alex Becker is one of the biggest crypto influencers in the world right now. So we've worked with the best, and we have all of these types of contacts on the internet marketing side. And we're going to use those contacts in a different strategic type of way, where we're going to get people from the internet marketing industry coming over in here who aren't even in BSC, and we're going to bring them in to the Binance Smart Chain with our type of marketing. There's not many other tokens who can do this type of marketing. So that's one of the leverage points that we've got. Chris, I want to put you back on now because I want you to talk about what's going on with the centralized exchanges, because this ties in with it. Once we're doing marketing like this, plus getting on all of the centralized exchanges, in my opinion, it's inevitable of what's going to happen. When you combine this with the utility, with the NFTs, I'm going to go back onto the website here. The NFTs, I'm going to show you what's coming. We've got a couple of more pages to come up here. We've got PULI on a mobile. I've already discussed that and how that's going to. We've got the PULI Degens, that's our RPG. Chris, in a couple of minutes, you can show some of these teaser videos about that. Then we've got a series of bigger online RPGs coming. Again, the NFTs are the core of these and they're merging in with this as well. We've got a referral program. So all of our experience and knowledge that we've developed over the years on affiliate marketing and product launching, we're going to bring that to the table here, and we're going to launch a specialized referral program. And then we've got our PULIPAD, and this is extremely interesting. So I'm just going to go onto the NFT page here. Just bear with this, guys. This site is just going a little bit slow.
Yeah, you're probably going to want to jump in with a question here shortly, buddy.
No, feel free. We'll open it up at the end too. I'm liking this.
Yeah, we'll have some Q&A at the end for sure. Let me just open the NFT page. Come on. It's always the same when you're live. It just plays up, doesn't it?
That's how it goes every single time.
We've done it. Great. Right. Anyhow, so I want to go down because we've got a lot going on with the utility. Come on, load for me. Right, there you go. So we're going to have a PULIPAD. So because of our business acumen and our marketing prowess, we're going to be able. I've already got tokens approaching me right now who want to work with us and want us to kind of do their marketing, and we haven't even started the marketing this token yet, but they can just see from a mile off that we're a different caliber. We're very professional. We're very transparent. And we're just doing things in a different way from the short time that we've onboarded here on this particular token. So we're going to naturally start attracting these play-to-earn tokens, especially when we start marketing this thing and getting the exposure into the ecosystem. So we're going to launch a PULIPAD, and this is going to be different. It's going to be like a Steam-like crypto version for all of the up-and-coming play-to-earn tokens. But the caveat is that you've got to have an NFT to get an allocation on this as well. And we're doing it in a different way because all of the launch pads and crypto like BSC pad and all of these are all based on tiers, and it's always the whales get the best allocations across those launch pads. So it's almost unfair. So we thought, why don't we make this so that you have to hold an NFT, but it's based on the rarity of your NFT, which is a complete random event, to make it fair for everybody so that it's not just whales who are getting, the best allocations on our particular PULIPAD. So we wanted to set it up in a more fair and different type of way to the norm. So that's another benefit for holding an NFT, because I know you said, you wanted me to talk about NFTs. A lot of people launch NFTs, but they don't have any use case for them. So we want to keep developing the use case, which obviously adds to the scarcity as we continue to market the entire ecosystem. For example, we set a dedicated campaign up marketing the PULI mobile runner app alone. That's going to bring in more exposure to the entire ecosystem. So the scarcity is going to keep building up. And as we keep adding to the use case, the NFT floor price is obviously just going to go higher and higher as well over time. So I'm personally extremely excited to launch the NFTs. As you can see, they look fantastic. You've got instant use case with the mobile game. And that's only a fraction of what we're going to do. I don't want to go too much into it because there's too much to talk about, and I know we've got time. Chris, I want to put it back over to you for a bit, and while I have a breather and a little drink.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, those NFTs, one thing we'd like to do is get a small contract built so we can boost the current APY that one's getting on staking. So it's going to be a lot of cool ideas there.
Yeah, 100%. It sounds like there's no shortage of ideas to roll through with this. So I guess let's get a little bit. One thing that I would love a little bit more clarification on is just how the ecosystem works with the P2E games, the runner games that you guys have, because right now you have it on testnet, right? I saw that in the pin messages. Yeah. It's about to come out. So when the game goes live, the runner goes live, the Degen goes live, and everything else starts popping off online, the PULIPAD, everything. How is it going to impact the ecosystem with the token itself?
Well, that's a good question. Primarily, we want to approach it from a multi-revenue approach, right? So multiple streams of revenue come in into our system, and then we want those streams of revenue to benefit our holders. And that can be done in a variety of ways, primarily through buybacks. Those buybacks can then be used to support the staking pool. They can be used to fund centralized exchanges, additional centralized exchanges. They can be outright burned. So there's a bunch of different ways that these revenue streams can be done. If either it's from the adverts, like right now I'm setting up the advertisement network for both iOS and Android, so that for those who click through and just playing the mobile app and going through the adverts, that as a revenue stream. Merchandise, we were talking to a merchandiser, that's another revenue stream that's going to come into our holders. And another one that I'm really exploring right now, and I've gotten our studio head on board, is that we also want to be the studio where other tokens, other play to earn enterprises that are just getting started need a resource. They can come to us and say, hey, we would like to hire your team to develop a game for us, and that would be additional revenue that can come to our holders. So our community, especially those who qualify as a whale status, have a separate room. So all our whales have a separate room. They play test everything. They provide feedback on everything. They generate a lot of ideas, even creative ideas. So it's just fantastic approach to it. Plus the whales hold solid during the ups and downs. Our whale group, it's a whole different kind of conversation that we have. A lot more thought-provoking on how we should leverage our products, and everyone's eligible once they get to 325,000. So pretty cool experience.
Yeah, no doubt. And speaking of leveraging, it looks like you guys have outlined leveraging on your social media as well for kind of a similar purpose in later stages. Feedback on the game development, team checks, improvements, things that you guys can do. So I love how you guys have a real strong focus on your social media presence and your social media attack. I think that's it's so massive in today's day and age. It is the medium that everybody uses. And so I love to hear that, guys. So I guess, when we're talking, here, I'm going to go ahead and pop off a question from the community because I have a ton of them rolling in. I'm not going to be able to get through them all. So I have one that came in from, I can't say that one, Kenichikuo. And it says, it seems PULI is highly invested in marketing and development at the moment, since a lot of the revenues generated from taxes on buys and sells go into the marketing. So this person would like to know, can you dive deeper into the kind of activities you intend to employ in order to ensure massive and consistent evolution of PULI in terms of marketing development? Finally, is the 10% tax on buys and sells within the ecosystem subject to change in the future?
How about if I tackle the tokenomics, G Man, and I'll talk about the buys and sells. Yeah, it's 10% buys and sells. It funds a little bit to our liquidity and to the marketing and development. They'll never change. And the reason why is we're already listed on 2 centralized exchanges, so that we now have agreements in place not to mess around with tokenomics. So that's very critical. That's one easy way to get yourself delisted on centralized exchanges when you start messing around with tokenomics on that. So that then goes and feeds G-Man's machine. And I'm not going to steal the thunder on that. I'm going to allow G-Man to explain a lot of what he's doing. But from the development side, we've done a lot of investments. For example, the NFT contract, we have our studio already developing a very custom NFT contract that will be portable and allow us not to support the current mobile game. Our NFT contract will also support the upcoming game in the fall and all other game releases that we're going to be doing, either if it's a standard game or a premium game release. So we're doing a lot of early investment right now. So all these buys and sells help us to lay down the infrastructure we're going to need to be successful as a development team. We were able to fund our studio for the next month easy because of it. So that stuff keeps our studio. Right now, there are an additional 5 or 6 developers on there, from a project manager, front end, back end developer, graphics, and a story writer. So that full team there is funded. And so just in the last month, we're able to secure that and keep that going. So that's why the tokenomics are critical. And then it also helps with G-Man, who's laid down a lot of current efforts. Maybe you can lay into some of that, G-Man.
Sorry, did you pass that over to me? I missed what you said there.
I was on, and I was handing over to you. You can kind of explain some of the campaigns we got cooking up right now.
Yeah.
We got some.
So I mean, I did an update in the Telegram, and I think it'll be easier if I just read some of this out, because we're actually starting to prep, our first marketing campaigns to the event, which is obviously to mint the NFTs. But the way we're doing it right now, guys, is we're strategic in the fact that whenever we have an event coming, we're marketing that event. So, for example, right now we've got the NFT mint, so we'll put a marketing campaign and we'll drive exposure to the NFT mint. But when it comes to getting it on an exchange listing, for example, we've got Bitrue and Bitmart lined up. When it comes to those exchanges, we'll have an aggressive pay-per-click marketing campaign, getting the influencers on board and all of that good stuff for that particular event. And we'll keep doing that and doing that. But obviously, when we get to the point when we're on several central exchanges, we're going to be in a position where obviously the volume's right up there and we can start scaling the campaigns. Like I showed you an account before, we managed to do that because we started scaling the accounts up. And basically what that means is you quickly identify what your winning ad sets are and you eradicate the ads that aren't performing, and then you just scale up. So you put more and more funding into the proven ads that are converting. Also, what we're going to do is on the website right now, it's still being built, it's still being developed. There's still some more pages to go, but we actually have a video team. So we're going to shoot a proper professional video with green screens, drones and everything flying, and we're going to have the merchandise on. And I'm actually going to be on the camera in a professional way, not like this. And I'm actually going to guide people in a strategic way. So the idea is we're going to send lots and lots of visitors, continual visitors through to the website, and then we're going to funnel them into the communities. As we keep doing live events every week, we have a live event. I come on video often as well. We keep building up that trust. So that's how we do it. We do it in a strategic way. On the internet marketing side, we were able to get over 100,000 subscribers with paid ads and build that trust and build that following, so we can emulate that process here and keep scaling up the ads. So when you combine phenomenal online marketing with getting listed on centralized exchanges, that's our overall plan. Plus we've got other things, secret methods and systems that I'm not going to get into too much now, but basically we can get some of the biggest promoters in the world from the internet marketing side to promote this as well. So there's a lot of different things going on and what we're going to implement. But right now, obviously, we're in our infancy, and baby steps make for bigger steps later. So we're just doing it step by step. I mean, we've only been on board a couple of weeks. So in a couple of weeks, we came on. I raised funds for the SafeMoon initiative. We got the SafeMoon deal done. I did another project to get some angel investors on board, and I raised almost $250,000 in short order for that initiative. Now we're doing the NFT mints, and I'm telling everybody we're going to sell all of these NFTs. We'll get it done because we're achievers and we know what we're doing. And the next thing will obviously be those 2 exchange listings. We'll get that done because Chris is fantastic on that side of things. And actually, we've onboarded a specialized agency called CLS, who've just won a reward over at Dubai for this type of stuff. So we have the right people on board at the right time with the right skill sets, and collectively, I'm obviously biased, but I think we're going to do phenomenally well. Every project that I've ever been involved with online always does multiple 8 figures every single time. So I've got no doubt in my mind that this isn't going to be a huge project. For me, the core of all of this, it's all about utility. You can have the best marketing in the world, but you can only market fear of missing out and a meme token on its own for so long before it suddenly dies away. But if you've got high quality core products, starting with the mobile apps, that's addictive, captivates people. I had my kids testing this out earlier, and now they're addicted and they want to play. And they're coming up to me and they're saying, "Dad, I want to earn more tokens," even though it's not real and it's not live yet. So that was really cool to see. Then we've got obviously captivating, engaging role-playing games, Final Fantasy, Caliban. Then we've got other games being developed and made. So when you put all of that together and you can actually market high-quality products, the play-to-earn sector in crypto is booming. It's up and coming. In my opinion, it's going to be the biggest sector in the entire crypto sphere. Gaming. The gaming industry is huge. So for me to be able to market this is fantastic, and it's a privilege because I'm so passionate about gaming anyhow. So to be able to develop games and market them, it's a blessing. It's a privilege. But yeah, I'll put you back over to you, Chris, and if there's anything you want to add on, in particular on the centralized exchange, because you are, specializing in this and you're really good at this stuff.
Yeah, we got that
guys,
queued up. Yeah.
Yeah, like the way we've got listed in so many places in such a short order. Like it's phenomenal. Like, you know, when we start getting volume here, we're going to show up in all of the right places like CoinMarketCap and everywhere else, because Chris has just went out there and done what other tokens are not doing and just got all of our data aggregation and the right everything. I mean, I don't know much about all of this listing. I specialize in marketing. And I'm a leader of people, and I'm good at raising funds and selling products. But what Chris does is fantastic as well on the centralized exchange side. So if you want to chime in on that as well, that would be great, because that's so important to get on the exchanges as well.
Can I expand on the listings a little bit more?
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, the SafeMoon was a strategic play because of the right now we're smack in the middle of a router upgrade. The router upgrade, once it's live, which we expect in the next 2 days, is going to welcome Ethereum to the ecosystem. So they're going to create a cross-chain swap for us, and the other partner tokens. There's about 10 others, I believe, right now. So it's a small selection of tokens. So if someone wants to take their Ethereum and buy PULI across the chain, there you have it. So we're now going to be opening up to a much larger set of customer base. So I'm very excited about that. In our channel, I dropped a picture of the trophy that Coin Liquidity Solutions won. They are our partners, and we have already negotiated our next two potential listings that we're going to do after the NFT mints. The order, I'm not too sure yet, but more likely it'll be BitRue than Bitmart in that order. They will be accompanied with very aggressive marketing. You just don't list and think something's going to happen. There will be aggressive marketing campaigns for any one of these singular events that occur. And in addition, we're going to have a shilling army joining us here very soon. And in about a week and a half or so, you're going to be seeing a lot of campaigns just going everywhere. So it's really worth everyone's while to stake in and enjoy this ride. We're holding it very well, and it's going to be an exciting road here. In the next
yeah,
few,
and I noticed while you guys were chatting right there, I actually had a couple questions come up in my own head. And I love the fact that you guys have prioritized accessibility. And I think getting on those centralized exchanges is like the #1 step, right? People have to be able to buy it easily for that social media campaign to really pay off, because, you know, you're not necessarily getting the absolute veterans of crypto and BSC trading. You need to make it very accessible. So I like that you guys took that approach. So when it comes to the NFTs, I just wanted to clear something up, because I did have a question come through. What is the cost structure for the NFTs? How are you guys launching them? What's going to be the price at launch for the mint, and then are they going to increase over time?
All right. So for the NFTs, we've got a private NFT mint happening first. That's all reserved. They'll be 0.05 Ethereum, and then we have our public NFT whitelist, which is going to launch tomorrow. That's the sweepstake. The price for those mints when they go live on that particular mint will be 0.06. And then there's going to be another live mint for what's left for the final remainder of the NFTs. There's 1,000 in total. We'll say there might be 300 or so left. For those NFTs, the price will be 0.07, and that's how it's going to work.
Awesome stuff, guys. And then one last question I had from my side. I'm going to turn it exclusively over to the community after that. I promise, guys, for everybody that's listening in, thinks I'm hogging it. When it comes to the education portion, I saw that on the tab. I think this is a big part of the space, not only for your holders, but for just everybody that you're bringing in, because I know you're going to be bringing in a lot of normies from the social media aspect and every other avenue that you guys are doing. So what are you guys planning on that education portion, and how are you going to convert those people to PULI holders?
Yeah,
so
the education is part of my ethos. And so
sorry.
Yeah, G Man took it after listening to me talk about the importance of it, the education aspect to it, because you're going to find that with some of our partnerships. We have a partnership with CoinMarketCap that has a big education section. We have we want, basically our value is that we want crypto to be safe and enjoyable, right? And so the enjoyable part comes from the play to earn, but we also want safe. And the community, a lot of community members have been asking a lot of questions about how do I do this or how do I do that? And how can I do that in a safe manner so I don't get scammed and whatnot? And I think any token owes it to their holders to ensure that they are providing that education for them, to provide them with that backup and support and resources and tools in order to trade effectively. You can add on to that if you want to.
Yeah, so the education, I did that because, well, two reasons. First, because, you know, Mr. Lightspeed, our operational CEO, Chris, wanted to educate people on cryptocurrency, like the basics. The second reason is we want to bring in people from outside of the Binance Smart Chain with our modeling techniques. So these people have got no clue about how to set up a wallet or how to get onto the Binance Smart Chain and so forth. So we've actually got some videos ready already. We're going to have a series of videos that's actually going to teach these basics, how to set up a wallet, how to buy Ethereum, how to bridge over to the Binance Smart Chain, how to get BNB, and then obviously how to buy our token and all of that kind of stuff. But also we're going to have a series of videos on how to keep your wallet safe from hackers and scammers, because we've got so much of that stuff going on all of the time on the Binance Smart Chain as well. So the idea is we want to become kind of like a safe haven on the BSC. So not only do we have the business acumen and the proven experience and the marketing skills and all of that good stuff, we want to have a free educational resource and also a newsletter. We're going to have a newsletter so that the traffic coming in is going to also have a portion of that sign up to our newsletter, where we're just going to educate people on the basics of cryptocurrency at no cost, because I just think more tokens should be doing that. Like, people just expect people to know exactly what to do all of the time. And we thought, you know, let's make this as clear as possible and as transparent as possible. That's our overall ethos, is to keep it safe and to keep it transparent and to keep it as much as we can scammer free, because there's too much of it and people are sick of it, you know, and we want to try and change it. And if we step up and do that, then hopefully more developers will start thinking like us and try and make the whole chain a better place to operate on. You know, we believe in the technology. It just needs people to step up and do the right thing, work with transparency and with a code of ethics that, you know, can run through the entire organization.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think like you guys said, it's something that you would hope that more projects do, is that education piece, and I love to see that you guys are prioritizing it. Great stuff there, guys. I am going to open it up. I see a lot of hands coming up. I got a lot of questions in my DM, so if you guys don't mind, I'm going to open it up to the community a little bit and just have them send us in some questions. All right, cool. Leo, I got you unmuted.
Thanks, Smigo. I read your white paper and your website, and I see that you are planning some kind of referral program. But instead of just give coins to the players to bring more players to your game, are you planning some kind of system where you could give to them NFTs or some kind of customizations for their NFTs? Because this could bring you more players, and you end up spending less with marketing inside your game. Are you planning some kind of system like this?
So do you want me to answer this, Chris? Or
Yeah, you could.
So right now, the way the referral program is going to work is it's token based. So we're going to set up a system where if somebody refers an investor to us, they'll get obviously a commission in the form of PULI tokens. We haven't really explored doing that with NFTs because of the limited supply, and we've got a really strong use case already planned for the NFTs. Like we're actually going to have like a Tamagotchi system where you can level up the NFT and feed it like a pet, which is a whole new craze in itself. So we have a big plan for the NFTs. I don't think we would implement them into the referral system, although it is a good idea, and we do take community feedback very seriously. You know, we won't implement everything. We'd obviously have a discussion with the core team, but it's a great idea, and, you know, we can open that up for discussion for sure. Appreciate the question.
Okay, thank you very much, and thank you, Smigo.
Thank you, Leo.
You too, buddy. Take care.
Let's see here. I got a lot of people at the bottom. PCI, I got you unmuted. PCI.
Hey guys, how's it going? Thank you, Gollum, for having me.
Yeah, of course, man.
I remember when PULI was launched on January this year, and it's amazing how you have reached so far. I have noticed like the taxes have helped a lot to the project to keep building and reach it like even higher, and that's amazing. I was looking at the NFT holders special bonuses, right? And I was interested on the NFT renting mechanism. So, for example, if I actually rent my NFT to another person and I decided to sell it after, will be there like any kind of passive fees incoming that I will be able to receive after the NFT is sold?
So what do you mean? Like you wanna rent your NFT out, but I'm not sure what you mean. But then you want to sell it? Did you say? Or obviously, if you sell the NFT, you wouldn't be able to rent it out, and you wouldn't be eligible anymore. If that's what you mean.
Yeah. My other question was when it comes to the actual game, like, do you plan on expanding the P2E game to another platform like PC, since the big majority of gamers are situated there, and that can actually like help to to a project when it comes to investors?
So our next game, which is Degens, is primarily PC based, and then we would look to integrate that to mobile later on, but that's primarily PC based. As it stands right now, PULI Mobile Runner is just on the mobile phones. We did have a PC version, but the way it was set up, it wasn't viable. It was paying too much tokens, and there was other issues going on. So we've strategically rebuilt this in a way that is viable, because remember, when you've got a play-to-earn token, you can't just have it constantly paying out tokens. That's going to bankrupt the project. So we had to kind of restructure it all in a strategic way, where the income can be more than the outgoing, but it's still benefiting the holders and they're still getting their earnings. So it's still a win-win. It has to always be a win-win for viability and sustainability reasons. But the mobile app, these types of games, trust me, like Temple Runner, are much better served on mobile apps on the Android and on iOS than they are on a PC for this type of game. Obviously, it depends on the game type. For an RPG type game, Final Fantasy type game, PC is fantastic. You know what I mean? We're even considering getting a game on PC, on Steam, and attracting users from Steam into our ecosystem as well. But we haven't put it on the website yet, because that's just an idea. It's not going ahead in development yet. But there's a lot of things that we're going to do on the P2E. The idea is, and I'm 110% confident that we can become one of the biggest hubs for play to earn in the entire crypto sphere. That's how we are. We're big thinkers. I'm not a short-term thinker. I'm a long-term thinker, as is Chris. And that's what we're going to do. Like, Chris wants to start a package where we can, because we're actually a game studio now as well, where we can develop tokens for other up-and-coming projects that want to get into the play-to-earn sector, because it's growing rapidly, and it's going to be the next big thing. Trust me when I say this, guys. It's going to be huge, this sector. We can be in the forefront of it and position ourselves that we can develop play-to-earn games for other tokens, and obviously run a marketing package as well, because we've already got our own agency. We are an internet marketing agency as standard. So yeah, I hope that answers your question in as much detail as I can give.
Yeah, sure. Do you know if you will be partnership in any case with any big company? In case that happens.
Say that again. So collaborations with other gaming companies.
Yeah. No. But like a collaboration with a company when it comes to the game building. In any case.
Yeah, so we've just had this discussion today, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We've onboarded 2 people who are actually going to be, in my industry, we call them joint venture managers. But in this side of the industry, the crypto sphere, it's more like a collaboration. That's how it's named. So we can say we've got collaboration managers who will be, arranging these sorts of deals. So for sure, that's going to be a big thing as we progress.
Absolutely, joint ventures and partnerships is the business model we've been following to great success.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. Like you said, that business acumen playing that role in the crypto world. I love to see it. Kal-El, I have you unmuted. Kal-El, I got you unmuted. Let's see, sometimes we have these.
Hey guys.
There you go.
Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So my question is regarding the NFT. Do you guys intend creating a marketplace NFT, or so what I mean is an avenue for NFT owners, NFT producers to come together and share, look at each other's NFTs, and maybe probably exchange ideas and stuff like that?
Yeah, no, we're not going to be an NFT marketplace. And to be honest with you, there's already enough NFT marketplaces, and you see all of these tokens that say, "Oh, we're going to be an NFT marketplace," and half of the time you go on there and it's just a blank template, and somehow they think they're going to be the next OpenSea. Our focus is not on becoming an NFT marketplace. Our focus is definitely on NFTs, but in the gaming side, in the play to earn side, and the make money online RPG side, not as an NFT marketplace. For me personally, I'm sick and tired of seeing everybody saying they're going to be an NFT marketplace. I just think it's ridiculous. We're not going to go down that direction, no.
Yeah, we're going to have to stay true to what makes us strong, and that's critical. If we try to spread ourselves too thin and try to be something that we just don't have the capable to, I think that is one of the things that a lot of tokens set themselves up for failure. And I think with the way that we think and the approach that we take, I think we're very honest to ourselves, we're honest to our community, and that's key to our success. So I definitely will double down with what G-Man said.
Great response, guys. Zabby, I got you unmuted. Zabby, do you have a question for the team? Zabby. Let's see if we can get you talking. I don't see that mic working. I'm gonna pass it over to Peter Simeon. Peter, I got you unmuted.
Yeah, thank you for the privilege. My question is, are you people trying to list on another smart chain like Ethereum in the future? And another thing I want to ask, there's something in your platform you talk about a Multi-Sig wallet. So I want to ask, what is the function of that wallet? What is the benefit to this project?
I wasn't too sure of the question on the wallet, G-Man. Were you able to hear that?
I'll be honest, I didn't understand any of that. Sorry.
I apologize, guys. I think he was talking that we had a little bit of connection issues, I think, but he was talking about the Multi-Sig wallet. From a security aspect, you guys have certainly set that up, and that's something that we haven't really talked about was how you guys have secured the project for investors to feel comfortable. So maybe you guys want to go on everything you guys have done from the Certik audit to the Multi-Sig wallets, everything you guys have.
Yeah, let
Chris,
me get into that.
This is your show now. I can be quiet.
Yeah, that was very important for me when I took over as the CEO, is to take their security up several notches, especially when you see all the news events that are occurring right now. Even some of the biggest names in the game, they're finding flaws. And you look at some of these big enterprises out there, and they haven't taken the basic step of having a thorough audit done. Is beyond me. We are going to go through our third audit now, and we are 78% of our way through Certik. It is not easy. I will say that from my own experience, but we satisfactorily have responded to their questions. They have definitely given us some areas to consider, but before we even went into Certik, we had already taken proactive measures on our own. For example, the owner wallet is now protected by Ledger. My signature, for example, on Multi-Sig wallets, we've now all our marketing funds, once they go to the contract marketing wallet, anything that hasn't been spent on small events, anything that's a strategic reserve goes to our Multi-Sig wallet, and that wallet address is actually in our white paper, so people can track that. So it takes 2 out of 3 signatures minimum to approve any transaction. And it has been very valuable to ensure that any request is not only what exactly it is we want to do, but it's also going to the right place. As everyone is familiar, sending money to the wrong address is a heart-wrenching experience. And a Multi-Sig wallet allows us to double check everything with a fine-tuned comb and make sure everything is done correctly. It also ensures everything's done transparently amongst the core team. And it also ensures transparency and confidence with our holders to know that the funds are safe and secure.
Yeah, no, I love it when I see Multi-Sig wallets just for that reason. It's not necessarily like the security aspect necessarily of somebody from the team running off with money. It's so that everybody can check details. And I love that you guys have prioritized that. Really excited, just excited to see this thing mature to its fullest extent, because you guys have set this up for such a great run initially. I did have a great question come in from Johnny Jumper. He said, lately I've seen a lot of big projects using crypto in terms of technology as a tool to achieve goals. For example, stream platforms, real estate companies, and even gaming companies. Their tokens are not the focus of their projects, but the means to fund and run systems. You guys are building such a complex environment with PULI. Is it fair to say that the project is evolving to focus on the ecosystem, and at a certain point, the token will have a secondary role as the technology that makes all the utilities and games work?
I agree with that statement. I think early on, it was all about the token initially, and then as things started to develop, the potential just took and ran with it. For example, purchasing merchandise with the token itself would be an example of where the token just becomes like a central hub of how things work, and everything works around it. And then you can expand on it. You can do governance tokens. You can do some other things to really shore things up, so that people can kind of work within that space that could be PULI. So it's all going to depend on the community and the direction we go. We listen to the community. SafeMoon is an example of us making a complete pivot. One of our community members was adamant, spoke up well, and we pivoted, and it ended up working well for us. And I see ideas like this continue to go with our interaction with the community.
Yeah. I'll just chime in on this as well, because you have a crypto token, especially when we're talking about meme coins, just the token itself. It's not a business, it's a fad. You're marketing a fad. But my idea, and when I onboarded, was I want to turn this into a business. I'm interested in making businesses that last, long-term businesses that continually pay month after month. That's what a business is. And a business has to have a series of high-quality products. You have to have something what stands out that can match the competition or beat the competition with a unique selling point that can stand the test of time. So you've got to develop high-quality products, and then you market products. So I completely agree that we're building a business now, a long-term business, high-quality products, which obviously integrate with the entire ecosystem. So we actually have something of quality to market, because quality marketing can only happen when you have a quality product to market.
Yeah, you can't. All my experience with marketers has been, you got to sell me first. If you can sell me, I'll market this. And I remember early on when I was getting to know G Man, oh man, the amount of questions I'd have to endure before he'd be willing to accept taking on a campaign on something. So if I knew if I can convince G Man, then I knew we were onto something. And same thing with some of our other marketing partners that are going to be coming on board. They put us through the same drill. They wanted to make sure that they were sold, and if they were sold, and then they could effectively market this. Because we got a lot more coming our way here soon.
Yeah, I know that the topic of merchandise had come up when you guys were explaining that right there, and I actually had a question come through from Miss D. I think that she is looking for some clarification on when your guys' merchandise does go live. Will it be international, or will you be looking to source in certain areas, or is this going to be like a third-party dropship type of deal?
The merchandise that we have, I believe, can. He's not here to answer the question directly, but we can follow up with that. The one that we have chosen has already been successful at doing this already, and with great effect, from a variety of projects, like hoodies to hats to coffee mugs to baby bibs to you name it. So even the community's been asking for things like they wanted socks and they wanted other clothing attire. So the world's our oyster, but I would imagine that it wouldn't just be USA centric, that it would be
underwear. There was a demand for underwear as well, which was crazy. Yeah.
Let's see here. I'm sure you're going to get some really odd requests, man. You're dealing with the the entire human population. You're going to get some strange requests for sure. So Sujay E, I got you unmuted. Sujay.
Hi, Mr. Lightspeed G Man.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So my question is regarding PULIPAD. Since PULI is all about making crypto safe and fun for everyone, what are the standards or process you're setting for a project to be listed on PULIPAD? Because it takes some time to get to know the developers, if they're genuine people or not.
Mm-hmm. You following that, G
Yeah,
Man?
I mean, I'll let Chris go on, but I mean, there'll have to be an internal doxing of any token on our PuliPad. They have to be like us and be willing to operate in the same manner. But I'll let Chris expand on that.
The part of what Puli has been doing is we're part of a vetted ecosystem. So a lot of our partnerships are people who, like I'll use JoinCoin, one of our partners. They listed us because we are fully vetted, docs, KYC, audited. So we're hitting all those check marks. The biggest check mark, and I want to go ahead and brag about this one too, is if you guys go to BSC scan, you're going to see a blue tick mark by our token. Even BSC scan has taken the time to legitimize this project and say that we are the PULI token. We are the PULI token. This separates us from any imposters, any fakes, any copycats. We've been protecting this brand religiously. Even the voting sites like CoinSniper, I'd say, hey, that token's a copycat. They'll take them down. It's been that easy for us to protect our brand. That means it protects the value of the holder and what they're holding on to. They don't want to see that their token, everything that they put into it, get copycatted, and then they see people jumping off to jump into the next fad. So we got that blue tick mark. So anytime someone types in PULI, we will be ranked first, no matter what. Any similar searches will always be ranked first because BSC scan has given us that blue tick mark. And it's that path that I have endeavored to get to this point. And I said 2 months ago, I get it. And I think people doubted that I could do it, but we got it. And I'm really proud of it. It's one of my proudest achievements for this token. And to stand out from the crowd as original and unique as the very first PULI token. And we want to, obviously there's notoriety that comes to it that we want to leverage, and we will. And that's one of the things I'm most proud of. So, like, for example, JoinCoin listed us because we're vetted. SafeMoon listed us because we're vetted. Volcania.io for the same reason, because we're vetted. We know those people, and we worked face-to-face on these arrangements. So that is a big deal. If you want to get in on it, you can, G-Man, but I think that answered that question.
No.
Yeah, I really like that question. It's a big deal to me. I think in this BSC space, there's too many people scamming, too many people pulling rugs, and you just want to find, can I just find one token that's totally legit and isn't afraid to hide behind and put us up front and just put it all out there. And we strive to be one of those kind of tokens.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I've traded BSC quite aggressively for the last 12 months. I've been in crypto since around 2016 now as a trader, as an investor. And on BSC, there's a skill set where you've just got to try and identify the legitimate teams, but identify them early, and then get in on those legitimate projects which have legitimate teams early, and that's how you profit. On the holding side, on your side, because I've been there, myself. But it's so hard and so difficult to spot these legitimate teams because 99% of, as you guys know fine well, are just honeypots, rug pulls, scams. They've got no viability. You've got no business acumen. Don't know how to properly market, and a lot of times it's just a bunch of kids trying to launch a token for a quick cash grab, and they've got no proven experience. They've never done any big online business before, or any big business for that matter, and it's quite sad to say, to be honest. But hopefully, more and more, people with business acumen and proven experience will start coming into the Binance Smart Chain, and we'll see some fantastic projects to emerge. And, I strongly think that we're still in our infancy in the entire crypto sphere. I know we've had a bull run and we're in a bearish phase right now, but I still think we're in our infancy, and there's just massive growth ahead of us. For those who are legitimate and going to do things in the right way, I think there's just insane potential, which is why we're transitioning from the internet marketing side into the crypto sphere side, because we just see it, guys. We just see that potential, and we see where this is going to go.
Before we close up, I would like to be able to show a preview of a video that G-Man put together for our games, if we could.
Please do. Yeah, no, please do. We'll keep it open for as long as you guys need. Yeah, most definitely. Let's check it out.
I appreciate it. Do you want to do the screen share, G Man, to play that video? You know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah, so I just quickly say with videos, there'll be ongoing videos. This was put together. I did this in about half an hour, these 2 videos. We actually have a video marketing team. Our lead on that is Rao, and he's actually going to, professionally shoot me for the website, and we can do all sorts of crazy stuff with video. And we've got a YouTube lead, so we're going to have a big presence on YouTube, and video marketing is huge when you do it right. So we're going to have a big effort on video marketing, which I love because I love video and I'm excited about video. I'm quite natural on video and I enjoy being on video as well, and I enjoy the production part of it. But yeah, if you want to just do it and share it on your screen, because you've probably got a better internet connection than me. I'm in the countryside right now.
Yeah, let me give it a shot here, guys, and we'll see what happens.
This is just a teaser. You can do the PULI Degens one and then the mobile game one if you want.
Yeah, let me share screen.
And I didn't even get to do a countdown, guys. I'm so sorry for the biggest buy. It looks like a lot of people took advantage during the AMA. But it looks like we still have what? We still have 28 minutes, right? I think we still have 28 minutes.
Yeah, we let it go for an hour and a half. Yeah.
Yep. So I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that biggest buy competition is still going on, still live right now while we're getting the video share here. Let's do it.
Yeah. So I want to preface this that I think that 95% of these play-to-earn games are all vaporware from the get-go. We actually have products that are in development. We have products on test flight on iOS, on test on Android. We've gone through all the steps to actually get out there and get these things loaded into Apple Store and whatnot. So we're making great progress here. So let me go ahead and get this going. So this is our early work on it, and our YouTube channel. You guys got to go check this out. We got some of the best in the business managing our YouTube and Twitter. We have Twitter Spaces that are going on. Our YouTube channel has a lot of updates. All our AMAs are up there. You can catch up on everything we've done. You can get why you should buy PULI video. I mean, it's just some amazing work that's done on YouTube. So I'm going to put a plug out there for as well. And if you want, I got one more so you can see our mobile game footage.
Yeah, just go pulitoken.net, guys. Pulitoken.net, and you can play the videos.
All right.
Go grab those cookies. Go find those cookies, guys. Those fortune cookies. I hear they pay well. I hear when you've got an NFT. I hear they pay well when you've got an NFT. But guys, listen. The reveal tonight is sweepstakes launching tomorrow. We're going to drive a lot of exposure to this thing, like there's big Twitter campaigns, giveaways, influencers, obviously ads. You've seen me in the process of setting them up. We're going to have a lot of exposure onto the sweepstake and the live mints itself. So you don't want to miss out, get in on there, do the tasks on the sweepstake, help spread the PULI word, and get yourself a whitelist spot. You won't want to miss out on an NFT. They've got massive use case. We've touched on it. And that's only a fraction of what we're going to do with the NFTs, guys. Like I said, they're going to act as the core of the ecosystem. You don't want to miss out on this. So make sure you stay tuned in for tomorrow when we announce that. The link will go live on our website and on our Telegram and on our Twitter as well, of course. And that's it. I mean, that's all I have to say. Unless there's any final questions. I know we're kind of over the time now. I just want to say thank you, guys. Thank you for the Gollum community. Thanks for Gollum itself for setting this up. We really appreciate you guys. Keep up the work, professional. One of the best promoters on Telegram. It's an honor to be here with you guys. We'll be using you guys as part of our strategic plan going forward for sure. Thanks everybody for coming on board. Thanks for listening. Appreciate you guys. Let's go on and take this thing to the moon. All right, thank you.
Yeah, we're trending #1 on crypto.com right now. #1.
That's awesome, guys. That's awesome. Tons of passion behind the project. You can tell that this has been well strategized. They're taking the right approaches from it in terms of securing the project and who they're targeting. They know what they want to do and they're accomplishing it. It's awesome to see teams function like this and to continue to evolve like this. It's a great foundation for a project. Thank you guys so much. You guys absolutely crushed every question that we threw at you. So thank you again for coming on.
No problem. And I believe we got some winners we need to pick up, don't we?
Yeah, I think I think we're gonna pick them out. They've already been picked out. I'll check with the big guys up top, and I think it's all sorted.
I think we've still got. I think. Do we have 20 more minutes, Chris? I think 20 more minutes on the competition.
Oh well, I like taking care of people, but yeah, for the biggest five, but Gollum and company, all these guys, they can pick out the winners for us and let us know who to.
Okay, cool.
So the biggest buy, guys, the biggest buy, the team is going to be judging that one. Once again, you have to hold for 24 hours. So even if you felt like somebody popped in over you with a little bit bigger money, if they don't hold for 24 hours, you're the next guy up. So, something to consider while you're investing. But not only that, just you have 20 full minutes to do your due diligence. The contest ends at 30 after the hour here. So do everything that you need to make a wise investment decision, something that you're secure with, something that fits your risk tolerance. But yeah, thank you guys once again for coming in. Really appreciate it. And really looking forward to watching you guys.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Good night. God bless.
Take care, G Man.
Ask questions.
Yeah, hop over to their Telegram group, guys. One more time, it's at @PULI_INU. You can also find their website, tons of information on there. They did a great job at displaying it and explaining it, but it's pulitoken.net. And guys, that does it for today's show. It was such a great experience to have G Man and Mr. Lightspeed jump on with us today and show us everything that is getting ready to go live with their project. But not only that, they did, in my opinion, an excellent job at articulating the mindset and approach that they're going to take to attack the market. Excited to continue to watch this project as they continue to mature and turn on more and more utility over time. Just a heads up, guys, we'll be announcing the winners of the giveaway shortly and want to invite everyone once again to jump on our Twitter, give us a follow, and check out some of the awesome giveaways and crypto discussions we got going on our Twitter page at GOLLUM'S Gems. And that does it for today's show. I appreciate everybody, especially anybody who hopped into both AMAs today. I want to invite you to join us again tomorrow where we open up the AMA seats once again. But until then, have a great day.